Agha.
And I'm Kate Finegan.
And we're here at the National Media Conference 2012.
And this is the very first National Media Conference ever to be held in Trinity College Dublin.
It's being run in association with the Irish Times, and the directors of the conference have worked hard to get speakers from RTE, Journal.ie, Phantom FM, Filmmates, and many, many more. So we're about to go out and watch all the speeches and debates, and we hope you enjoy this video. I'm here with Ronan Costello, one of the directors of the National Media Conference this year. And Ronan, what are the aims behind the National Media Conference?
Well, I think it was Damien Carr and Jack Leahy who first talked about doing this, and they saw that there was just a kind of a gap or a niche there to be filled. There aren't really kind of high-profile media conferences in Ireland, despite a really dense kind of media market. There are a lot of newspapers, a lot of local newspapers, a ton of local radio stations, not to mention the student media in Ireland. And there are no really high-profile gatherings, especially not in Dublin. So we just wanted to bring as many guests as we could to Trinity to showcase student media, student initiative, and also just to get media professionals imparting wisdom and career tips and guidance.
This is Rebecca Brooks, one of the many casualties of the phone hacking inquiry, and somebody who knows nothing about culture, practice, or ethics. I would like to hope that that is not true of the other journalists, at least in this room.
How do you see yourself, establishing a more prominent presence in Ireland in terms of what you do?
Yeah, very good question. So we actually, totally transparent, we had a trial with the Irish Times. And the Irish Times was like, okay, that's fine, but actually we want more stuff from Ireland. And we have the same with news organisations around the world who are national, so Deutsche Welle in Germany or Sky News in Australia. So what we're trying to do is create more listening technologies that would allow your own journalists to do the listening and then offer training to say, okay, if you find that person in Galway doing something that looks too good to be true, are you running the same checks and balances? But the only way to scale is to make it as relevant to the Irish Times as it is for Sydney Morning Times.
Hello, I'm joined here by Jack Leahy, news editor for the University Times and one of the directors of today's National Media Conference. Jack, now we're halfway through the day. How do you feel that it has gone so far?
I'm really relieved it's gone so well. The guests have been so accommodating, they've been so easy to work with, they've all just made this a pretty great event. Crux of this is about the future of media. The future of media doesn't stop being the future of media at the end of this conference. We really hope that some other college or even ourselves will take this up again next year. It is a big undertaking, but I'd really like to see it happen again. And the questions can develop and the themes can develop, and we can take on board what we've learned this year and bring it on to next year.
And now I'm joined with Jason Kennedy. And Jason, you're an intern in the Irish Times.
I am.
Can you tell me how you bet off 400 applicants or over 400 applicants to get your job?
Yeah. Well, it was part of the editorial internship scheme. There was 2 places on offer. Went through around 4 different rounds of applications. The first one was just a paper round. You just give maybe 5 pages. And I know a lot of people from my course. I know a lot of people from different journalism courses who went for that job, and they're incredibly talented journalists. Probably much better journalists than I am. I think it was just the fact that I'm a bit multimedia savvy. I designed a few websites. I'm able to do a video package as well. I do a lot of video for the Times. And I think maybe that's what put me over the edge.
Recent US election, how do you feel about that, the outcome of that? Barack must be happy to have another 4 years.
Well, I love doing Barack Obama because of my amazing, physical resemblance to them.
Identical.
I have to say, we're excited. Michelle embraced me on the day of the count and said, honey, we get to keep the damn house. I look forward to seeing your little man, the little tiny, little person you elected.
The President of Ireland, Michael D. Of course, it's wonderful to be here in Trinity College and delighted that the have been are still in the White House, of course, and there's a little rumour there might be the pitter-patter of tiny feet next year. When I go to visit the White House.
Tom, you spoke earlier about how important it is for student newspapers to become digital-first media. Why do you think this?
The only way you're going to be able to get your news distributed through social networks is if your stuff is online.
Agus Thomas Shaw Limwirish as Radio na Lifa. Mar an Dominican Corla got the Taysog na Heron con size job oil radio Osquega and like Cater Derha Vision.
Well, it's okay ceann rudí is aontaí sílimsa faoi radio na Lifa ná go bhfuil áitin sin de aon duine gur mín le tachtasteach agus rud éigin inanamh ar bhean deonach. Nílach trúr agan fostathe sa stáisiún Goláin Amsire ach gach éine éon an chlár chur láthair nó taide ar chlár nó léirú déine si é ar bhain deonach. Mar sin dhearhann se le aon duine mata si gurí an cosa álasteach an doras chur fisar na radio an lifa agus seans go bheith mis de a bhuiirsta.